Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, Finance with Ian. My name is Ian and today we're talking about the top 5 things you should avoid if you're a teen. These things will range from both a financial perspective and a lifestyle perspective. Make sure to scroll down a bit and drop a like to push this video to a larger audience. Subscribe to stay tuned for more financial videos in the future. And let's get into this video. So almost everyone wants to be a millionaire at some point in their life, or at least be wealthy by the end of their retirement. However, there are many obstacles in life that get in the way. These obstacles can occur when you're a teen, in college, or even during your career. However, this video will primarily focus on the obstacles that you face while you're a teen, and that can really set you back on becoming financially independent. I strongly believe that the habits that you set up while you're a teen will affect you for the rest of your life. And if they don't affect you for the rest of your life, they will at the very least be very hard habits to break. So these are the top 5 things you should avoid if you're a teen. Make sure to drop a like, and let's begin. So for number 1, the first thing on our list, we have, and I'll say the word, the fast food pandemic. Now I know it's not really a pandemic, but for me it is, and I'll tell you why. I really love fast food like any other teenager, but there are 2 main reasons why we should be careful on what we eat. Reason number 1 is because of how unhealthy it is. I think our health should be a top priority, and while I do love those McDonald's French fries, I really think that they aren't healthy for you. In fact, I read that McDonald's has over 20 ingredients in their French fries, when the only ingredients I think that should be in there is salt, potatoes, oil, and maybe a couple other seasonings. So basically the first reason why you shouldn't eat out is because there are much healthier foods out there. Reason number 2 why we should avoid fast food is because we don't realize how expensive it is. I know we don't really see it, but getting fast food a few times a week really cuts into our earnings potential. A study found that the average American spends $1,200 a year, or $1,200, on fast food each year. Now that doesn't seem too bad over the course of a year. But what if somebody came up to you and said, I will offer you $1,200 if you do not eat any fast food for the next year? Chances are you're going to be skipping that McDonald's drive-thru and making your own food at home. Frozen vegetables and pastas at the supermarket stores can be a lot cheaper if we make it ourselves than if we go out and eat fast food. So basically, if as teenagers we're able to make our own food at home, in the future when we grow up, that habit is going to stick with us and we'll be able to cut back on our food bill each month. So I know it's hard to give up fast food since it's really good, but try to limit yourself to around 1 to 2 meals a week. I personally limit myself to 1 meal a week now, and I can definitely see the difference on my credit card bill every month. The number 2 thing you should avoid as a teen is letting lifestyle inflation get to you. Lifestyle inflation is the idea that as you make more money, you can begin to spend a little bit more money as well. This mindset is really bad to have long term. I know we can celebrate whenever we get a little more money or we get a pay raise, but we really shouldn't get accustomed to it. The reason why we shouldn't get accustomed to it is exactly like the reason before, the habits we build. We don't want to make it a habit to buy nice things or eat out every time we make a little extra money. If we do give in to lifestyle inflation, bad things start to happen. For instance, if we make an extra $10 in a day, we may think, hey, it's okay to go out and spend $80 on shoes. So not only will things like this happen, but it'll also affect our future. When we get a better job, we're going to want a better car. When we see our investments doing well, we're going to want to spend that money instead of reinvesting it back into the stock market. The point here is to stay consistent with how much you allow yourself to spend. That way 20 years down the road, it won't take any effort to avoid eating out or buying luxuries. So don't let lifestyle inflation get to you as a teen. Instead, with any extra money you make, go ahead and reinvest it. The third thing you should avoid as a teen is letting the crowd spend your money. Now this one may sound a little bit confusing, so let me break it down for you. You know, whenever you're out with friends or a group of people and they start buying really nice clothes or eating out or buying stuff they generally don't need, then you get the feeling that you need to spend more money and start buying stuff you don't necessarily need to fit in. For instance, everyone could be wearing nice Jordans or Yeezys while you're wearing your $50 pair of Under Armour. Your friends may be buying really nice in-game skins while you're playing with the stock skins. Your friends may be eating out more while you're sticking to your eating out 1 meal a week philosophy. People always want to see you eating out or buying nice stuff. But if you want to be financially independent, you're going to have to ignore that. You have to realize that you're making the sacrifice today so you can be better off tomorrow. You don't want to blow all your money now or make bad habits that will leave you in debt or waste time that could have been used to build up a business or, for me, a YouTube channel. So that's the definition of not letting the crowd spend your money. So let them go off and spend their money while you're on your trip to become financially independent. Now the 4th thing you should avoid is a really important one, and that is you should avoid tapping on YouTube videos without dropping a like to push this video to a larger audience. Okay, but seriously, yeah, please do drop a like, it helps me out. And let's go on to number 4. So the 4th thing you should avoid as a teen is ignoring your credit score. Now I know if you're a younger teen, it doesn't really apply to you because you can't even get a credit card until you're 18. That is, unless your parents put you down as a user for one of their credit cards, and then once you turn 18, you get that credit card, you inherit its history, but that's a different topic. So once you turn 18, you should really focus on building up your credit score. Now this doesn't mean taking on big loans just so you can get a good credit score. Instead, your small daily purchases should be made with the credit card, stuff that you can easily pay off. And you should only use your credit card if you're able to pay for that stuff on the spot. For instance, if you wanted to buy like a $3 protein shake and you didn't have any $3 in cash or $3 in your bank account, you shouldn't buy it in the first place. If you get in debt with a credit card company, there's going to be no end to that debt. Interest rates can be as high as 30% on credit cards, and that debt will eat you up faster than you can eat free donuts. So go ahead and make sure you have a credit card and you guys are using it to pay off for small things that you can afford to pay off. Our last and final thing that teens should avoid doing is thinking that college is for everyone. Sure, statistically speaking, you can make more money if you go to college, but most teens don't know what they want to do from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday for the rest of their life. Not only that, but there are plenty of jobs out there that don't make a ton of money compared to the amount of debt you had to go under to get that degree. Or the job fields that are open for that degree are heavily oversaturated already. I think you should only go to college under these 3 circumstances. 1, if you have a real passion to pursue a certain degree. 2, you're getting a job that you know will be in demand and will also be in demand in the future. And 3, you don't want to go too far into student debt when you're getting this degree. And now if you realize that college is not for you, there are plenty of other options, such as trade school. In fact, I made a video talking about trade school and how the net worth of an electrician who is a tradesman is higher than an electrical engineer when they're both at the age of 30. So go check out that video if you want to see why trade school is a great option or alternative to college. While college and that degree can be a great tool, a lot of people are better off finding a different line of work. And just because you don't have a college degree doesn't mean you won't be successful. Look at Steve Jobs and Bill Gates for examples. So those are the top 5 things you should avoid as a teen. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful in some way, and if you guys did find this helpful, go ahead and drop a like. So with that said, thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Make sure to scroll down a bit and drop a like to push this video to a larger audience. Subscribe to stay tuned for more financial videos in the future, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.